Hello Dreamlight Valians, it's Sassy Shortcake here, and today I'm sharing with you all of Ursula's side quests. So to unlock Ursula, first you need to do the With Great Power quest with Merlin, and then you can come and talk to her. And you kind of make a bargain with her and agree to build her a home. So here we go. Now this launches the Lair Sweet Lair quest. And it's fairly easy. You just go into furniture mode and place down Ursula's lair. This one has a little bit more to it than some of the other ones. Some of the other quests you just need to go and talk to them and then it's finished. But this one you've got a couple extra steps. So I'm going to place it down here in the water and make sure I can reach the Scrooge sign. Otherwise you can't build it. So here's her home. It's pretty pricey at 10,000 coins. I'm just going to skip ahead, me purchasing, and head to Merlin. This is the next step of the quest. You need to talk to Merlin. And basically she said that you need to get some papers and she wants you to sneak into people's houses and steal them. But Merlin said, you know, I've got a better idea. We can just ask them for them. How about that? So he's going to let the villagers know for me that we want some papers. So we need to go to 3 villagers' homes in order to get the papers. And it took me a while to figure out. I feel like I kept going to the wrong houses. So the first home you want to go to is Merlin's. So simple, you're already there. And it's just here on the desk. So now we've got 1 paper, we need 2 more. Next, Mickey Mouse's house. It's just over here on the table. And finally, our third villager's house is Goofy's house, and I actually came here and I completely missed it and I had to come back again. It's actually right here on this little couch table. So that one, it stumped me for a little bit. So now we come back and bring our papers to Ursula, and she says that she wants you to make a magic scroll. In order to do this, we'll need to gather a few more items. So we're going to need a purple pigment, empty vial, and dream shards in order to make her scroll, or magic seal and ink kit. Now I'll head down to my workbench and start crafting because I've got some spare glass. To make our empty vial we need 3 glass. Now I'll craft 1 of my purple pigments right now. For these you need purple falling penstemons and purple rising penstemons. If you need to craft your glass you need 15 sand and 3 coal for your 3 pieces. Now you can get sand down here on the beach out of these sea debris. As well as my extra purple flowers, I'm going to need some Dreamlight shards. So you can get these by feeding critters. Sometimes they'll drop them as a gift, but you need to feed them their favorite food. The next way to get Dreamlight shards is by digging these glow holes. So usually they have night shards, but they can have the dream shards. And finally, we can get them by opening thorns. Now for my remaining purple flowers, the rising penstemons can be found in the meadow, and our falling penstemons can be found up here in the plaza. Oh, right here. Now I'm going to go back and craft the last of the things that I need. So I need 1 extra purple pigment for this. Once we have all of our ingredients in our inventory, our quest line will change to make craft the magic scroll. Now we come back to our workbench and it's in the functional tab. So here we go, 6 dream shards, 3 paper, 2 purple pigment, 1 empty vial. We can just craft that. So once you've got that, you need to bring it back to Ursula. I'll hand it over. And then this is basically the end of this quest. So this one actually had a lot more to it than some of the other like first initial starter quests. Often you just build their house and then talk to them and then it's over. So there's a bit more to it for this one. Ursula also gives you a brim and a shrimp. However, these actually aren't quest items. I held on to them for a while, but I didn't actually need them for a quest. Now I'm going to talk to her and I'm going to initiate her next quest.
Hello, dear.
So this one is called Magic Moments, and Ursula basically wants us to be kind of like a go-between for her and Mother Gothel. She wants to kind of make a bargain with her, but neither of them trust each other, so I need to go and talk to Gothel for her.
Why are you still?
So we need to go and ask Mother Gothel about this curse. She's right here in the plaza for me. Oh, that's a bit rude. She's telling me I look run down. Okay. So basically Mother Gothel, she just wants us to get her some sushi and lobster rolls. Or 1 lobster roll and 2 sushi. And that's the only way she's going to basically listen to us or talk to us. So I do have these seafood in my bag from Ursula. I guess I could use those in the sushi, but they're not really what we need because we don't need shrimp, we actually need lobster. So here is our lobster roll, and yes, we can find the lobster in the Glade of Trust, so that's actually a different thing to the shrimp that Ursula gifted us. To craft this we need lobster, wheat, lemon, butter and garlic. Now we need to move on to our sushi, and we actually need to craft 2 of those. And I guess we can use our brim in this because it just takes 1 rice and 1 fish, and that can be any fish. Or I should say any fish except for salmon, because if you put salmon and rice together, you'll get something else. So there's 1 sushi, and on to the next sushi. And you of course need coal for each recipe that you're making. Now we've crafted our 3 food items, we need to take these back to Mother Gothel. So here she is, hanging out in the glade. Now Mother Gothel has agreed to help us, so we can go back to Ursula. We've been given a flower, this mysterious kind of gross looking flower. We need to give this corrupted flower to Ursula, and that's the end of this quest. She takes it and she says, I'm going to have a think about this and ponder this for a little bit. So now let's go ahead, and I need to chase after her. She's quick, man. She's already zipped away. Luckily she just went to this close pond. Now I'm coming to talk to her and start the next quest, which is called The Ritual. We need to get a seashell from Moana. Oh, Moana's here in my restaurant. I finally found her. And would you believe that this is just this simple? We just ask Moana for the seashell and she gives it to us. It's amazing. There's no running around. We don't have to cook her a feast. We don't have to go and find something for her. She's just that nice. She'll just pass it over. Now we need some extra items for this ritual. We need 5 aquamarine, 6 squid and 1 empty vial. I've headed to the Forest of Valor for my aquamarine. You can also find it if you mine on Dazzle Beach. Now we need our squid. We can fish for this in the Forgotten Lands or the Glade of Trust. Or if you're lucky enough, you can get some off of Moana's boat also. Now I have all of my items. I actually have a spare vial, which was made using 3 glass. So I can go ahead and craft my enchantment potion, which is in the potion and enchantments tab. Now that that's crafted, we need to take that back to Ursula. So here she is, we'll give this to her.
Fabulous.
And then we have a bit of dialogue, and she says, we need to go and plant the flower. So we need to plant this down on Dazzle Beach in front of the cave. And this super confused me because at first I was planting at the wrong cave. It actually is this mystical cave right here where you went and did all the tasks. Once placed, you get this bit of a cutscene, and then you have to take a photo. You go straight into photo mode, and this was kind of awkward for me. I was placed here in this kind of blurry, weird spot, so I shifted the camera a couple of times until I could get a nice photo. I don't suppose it really would matter or make a difference. I just wanted it to look right for me. So once you finish taking your photo with the corrupt flower, you'll turn around and it turns into a night thorn. You can remove this. It doesn't have anything else to do with the rest of the quest. I left it there just in case. Now we go back and talk to Ursula. This is the ending of the quest, the ritual, and then we can move on to our level 10 quest. It appears that I just need to level Ursula up. So let's skip forward. I've had a costume change, and here we are. Ursula's finally level 10. I've been gifting her all of her daily gifts, and now we're asking about Eric. So this is the point after we've done Ariel's quest, and Eric is missing and Ursula is to blame for that, so we need to investigate the Forgotten Lands for her. We're kind of making a deal here. She'll give back Eric if we do a quest for her. And my Forgotten Lands are still full of thorns right now. It's kind of hard to navigate here a bit, so we need to come to these pedestals back here and investigate these pedestals. Now, once you get here, your quest will change to bring the Dark Crystal to Ursula. I actually already picked my Dark Crystal up. It was on this pedestal here. I did that when I first unlocked the Forgotten Lands. I didn't realize what it was, so it's been in my bag forever. Now we're going to bring the Dark Crystal back to Ursula. We'll pass that over to her and we'll tell her about the pedestals. We gave it to her, we picked it up, the pedestal started glowing, and then she'll say, oh, actually, there's a few more of these around the village. Can you find 3 more of these glowing crystals in the village? So we need to go and find those. You don't need to dig them up or anything. There's just 3 scattered around in different places. Ursula gives me back the first crystal, so now I've got 1 of 4. The first crystal that I found, it took me a little while, but I found it in this Frozen Heights biome. We need to just come over here. You don't actually need to cross these bridges. It's just quicker if you don't have them unlocked. You can go around, and right there is the crystal. So it's got a purple glow around it, so it's a bit easier to see. The next one I found was here in the glade. So here's this big tree, Mother Gothel's tree, and I can see it there glowing at the base. My final crystal I found in the Sunlit Plateau. I'm entering from the Forgotten Lands kind of way, and it's just by the pond. Right here. And now we've got all the crystals. We just need to take them all up back to those pedestals and place them all down. So past these trees and straight ahead to the pedestals. I'm just going to move this thorn, it's a bit in the way. And now I can place them on here. They don't need to go in any special order. We just put them down one at a time. And you just right click for me on the PC or whatever button is placed for you and it will go in there. Now it says pick up the magical crystal. I was waiting for it to appear in the center, but it actually is here just randomly on the floor. I thought it would appear in the center pedestal. Now we go back to Ursula, we give her the magic crystal, and that is actually the end of the level 10 quest. So all in all, I feel like Ursula's quests, they weren't too hard. They're actually a lot easier than some of the other people without so much run around. And now we get our prizes from her. This includes Prince Eric, and he looks super creepy, and he's still an unfortunate soul. And our other prize is of course that beautiful purple gown that Ursula gives us. I'm going to take it and I'm going to try it on straight away. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to Boss Family Plays if you would like to see more videos like this, and let me know in the comments what exactly you do want to see from me in the future. Okay, thank you and goodbye.